Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Shattered Earth campaign. Bet you weren't expecting to see us 2 days in a row. Schedules kind of freed themselves up a little bit, and guess what? I'm ready to bring you back into the wonderful world of an apocalyptic wasteland that is known as Texas.
And FYI, the
In the
YouTube
future,
videos,
of course, not like currently.
the YouTube videos will not be up tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you not have the day off tomorrow?
No.
You shouldn't. There's no holiday tomorrow.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, for you guys, maybe.
I'll probably do
Canada
this,
had their
I'm
holiday
working.
last weekend, I think.
Ah.
Anywho, welcome back, everyone. I missed you, but hey, guess what? We're gonna talk about this real quick. So, Shattered Earth campaign, not the Call of Cthulhu campaign, which I hope you've been watching and enjoying. The Shattered Earth campaign is an apocalyptic campaign based in Texas. The year is 22 something, 2230.
2017?
2217 is accurate. Good work. Anyway, basically, portal opened up that Elon decided to mess with. People started coming over from the other side, and then monsters started coming over from the other side, and then the whole world went to crap. Bombs flew, bombs dropped, the apocalypse happened. This is the aftermath, of course. It's been quite some time since the bombs actually dropped. And the world is starting to get back to kind of a rhythm. Things are starting to grow again, but there are still monsters and whatnot. Anywho, we're playing in Ultramodern 5, which is a book written by Deus Ex Machina, a Canadian-based company. They have a Kickstarter called Affinity. The books just got sent out. I looked through them. They're really cool. Check them out. Anyway, we're also using D&D 5th edition and some homebrew. The world is created by myself, and then we're gonna have a recap because it's been a while since we played this game, and our recap is gonna be done by Veda because she got bullied into doing it. Apparently, I wasn't here for that, but that's what I was told, so I would believe it.
She lost the nose game.
Oh,
I didn't know. That's not fair.
You always
Yeah.
started it, so you had this coming.
Exactly. It's my thing. I do the nose game.
Anyway,
Okay.
go ahead, Veda.
So on the 6th of May, we I don't know what day it was in game.
Damn.
We were in Ecstasy in the spa, and Bernadette and Veda were arguing because Bernadette was like, "Yeah, maybe I killed everyone accidentally by letting the Beast Riders into the bunker, but people make mistakes." And Veda was like, "Nah, fam, you suck." And so they went their separate ways. And then we're like, "Oh no, we got evil guys after Elaine. We gotta deal with that first before we go into family drama." And Beta was like, "Maybe we can use magic." And Gadget's like, "Maybe we can do like a radio information campaign." And Kenny was like, "What if we just do a murder?" And we're like, none of those really work. So we went shopping instead. And we left Elaine inside the warded spa so that she can be safe. And we went to Talia's, and Elwyn can't see invisibility, so Beta can look around, make sure they don't have little Orbeez watching them. Talia was gone for a week, but we got to hang out with Kara, and it totally wasn't awkward, and Kenny totally ran away. Hung out in the bedroom where there was a cute little gift basket. And him and Kara eventually had a heart-to-heart, and I feel like they're in a good space now. So that's nice. Gadget explores, and he sees all the snake stuff, and he's like, "Cool, fam." And he kind of clocks that away for later. And tiny trippy repair shop, got solar panels. We got the small hidden weapons shop with this creepy dragonborn guy who totally wasn't sketchy. His name was Kortik. We got a scope that just immediately lets you see things, and unfortunately unseen servants look like minions.
Oh, I need to
And I
change my
hate it.
gun.
Shh. We got bullets, and yeah, you got the scope was for your gun, but we were just using it to look at stuff. We got 10 fire bullets, 20 armor bullets, and 20 regular bullets. Gadget got a dart gun that has different little drugs you can hit people with. Kenny, for some reason, was the guinea pig, and everyone like slapped him just to make sure it worked, and it did work. Went to an electronic shop with a tiefling lady, and then we got encryption for the radios. A different shop with a deep known dude, and Gadget worked there a little bit, and he'll get paid for a full day the next day. And then Veda was just like messing around looking at scope through the market, and she found a cool door. And her and Kenny decided, of course, why not investigate? And Kenny just went in and got lost in a maze of hallways and rooms and eventually chased by a Minotaur. While meanwhile, Veda and Kara just went to the bar inside and had a good time. And then Kenny eventually runs out and they leave, and they're like, oh, we'll never see this place again. Until... Oh, wait, you stole a potion.
Stole a bunch of potions.
You stole a bunch of potions.
11
and we go,
potions.
we go to see River in the spa, and she's like, yeah, let's go see this wizard I know. And she takes us to the door, and we're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and that's pretty much where we called it for the night.
Yes, I think that's where we're picking up, too.
That is where we'll be picking up. Yes, you are correct. So right now we're missing Elaine. She may be joining us later. We'll see. Gadget will also be joining us legitimately. Right now he's just on his way home, but we wanted to get the game started before, midnight. So, so yeah.
I'll be on video here in about.
Okay. So yeah, you guys were on your way to the wizard's door, and River had just told you it's like, sorry. Yes, when you are invited, you do not have an issue with seeing the door. So there it is, right ahead of us. And she walks a little bit further into the marketplace.
Hey, look, guys,
Oh, no.
a door.
You should stay out here. Like, you should go somewhere else. Go hang out with Kara or something somewhere else.
Is there a problem?
Yeah,
No.
Kenny's afraid of invisible doors. Like, he's got this really specific phobia.
It is not invisible. You can see it right there.
Yeah, but it's
wasn't
like
there,
magical.
It wasn't there last
and
time
it
we were
gives-
here. Like, it's just
It gives him
wrong.
hives. See, he's already breaking out in hives. Kenny should go.
Roll a deception check.
Okay, advantage. I was helping.
No, not well.
He's making himself break out in hives. Shiza, that's a 7. So 8.
That Okay, that is a 16.
Damn.
Is there some things you are not telling me?
No.
Okay, maybe a little, because you see, Kenny might have accidentally went in that door before, and I think he accidentally might have messed some stuff up in one of the wizard rooms. So it just probably be better if he doesn't go inside.
Well, I think it would be best if we go in and you can apologize for what you have done, and we can make it all better that way.
What if
No,
he turns him into a winged frog or something?
I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. If Kenny does want to stay out, that is fine. The rest of us can go. But I mean, you couldn't have done anything that bad, correct?
I don't think so.
I mean, you ran out of there like you were having a real bad day.
That thing was like trying to kill me.
Oh, you went to the labyrinth, did you?
I found a maze. Yes.
Ah, yes. It is better to stay away from that. Then don't worry about it. Let's go.
Hey,
Okay.
So you guys continue, and she opens the door wide for you. And the interior actually looks different this time than it did before. Before, it kind of was just very bland colors, like very white and like normal looking. But now everything, instead of just having the white, kind of like white with the dark staircase and the red carpet, everything around you is like super vibrant, like a very eccentric person designed this place. It still has the bar to the left and the study to the right, and you actually look over into the bar, and there's actually a few people sitting in there just drinking. And a very elderly gentleman with like one eye kind of going off to the right, kind of cockeyed, kind of very long shaggy hair, a very long shaggy beard, walks up and is like, welcome.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello. Well,
Hello.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Which one of us is he
I
pointing
don't-
at?
He's pointing at both you and Veda.
Nah, I don't think we've met.
Think so? I'm Theta Tarrant of the Tarrant family law firm that used
Oh,
to
I
be
must be thinking of someone else then.
Oh, okay.
Let's go have a drink, shall we? And he walks over and it's like, don't mind the servants. And there's like a bunch of like floating creatures just flying around. They're very humanoid in shape, and they're like transporting liquor and drinks and food and everything around. And if you run into them, you might get a little bit of a cold feeling, but that'll go away right away. And I believe River, you need to get back to the spa, hey? Yes, that is correct. These are the people I was talking about. You should be able to help them, correct? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Something about a ring. We'll talk about it over drinks. Let's go.
Okay.
Um,
Sure.
And in this room, you actually do see quite a variety of people in here. You see just a kind of well-to-do looking individual, very well dressed, drinking a lovely cocktail, and he has like a steak in front of him and he's eating that. You see another individual who's kind of like disheveled looking, and he's in here just having a nice home-cooked meal. And yet again, you see another individual who is wearing like a large duster hat similar to the one that Gadget is wearing. And he's got like a nice leather coat on. And as he looks up, you see these large pointy purple ears and green hair coming out from underneath his hat. And he gives you a big toothy grin with like sharp, jagged teeth. And his mouth is just full of food. Sorry, Gar, chew with your mouth closed. We talked about this.
I'll chew how I chew.
I'm sorry. I try and teach him, and he leave. I try and teach him manners, but I mean, some people just don't accept it.
I don't need manners.
Gar, these are new guests. They don't know your attitude.
Yeah, I mean it is impolite, you know, like it's
Hi, I'm
that's
Kenny.
not everything.
This is Kenny. Does he look familiar to you? Does he just have one of those faces?
Never seen it before, and I'm eating. Stop bugging me.
All right, whatever. Anyway, so you what are you doing here? Who are you again? The
Me?
forearm one?
Gadget.
And what about
Like
the other
that.
forearm one? That's Tagar, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh, Car. If Car with us, was Car with us?
Kara is still with you, yes.
I assumed she would
Oh, yeah,
introduce
that's-
herself when she was mentioned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our buddy.
I'm Kara. It's a nice place you got here. And she kind of leans over to you, and it's like, this place looks a lot different now than it did before.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend like we totally never were here before. Totally.
Okay. So, what can I do you for?
Well, we got a friend who's kind of.
Stop talking to me! Sorry. Sometimes I just hear some things. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a guy that talks to me too. But he
You don't
actually-
say!
Yeah.
Does he tell you to kill people?
Sometimes. Mostly he wants to set them on fire.
Oh, I never thought about that. Should I? Does he think I should set myself on fire? Because sometimes I think about that, just casting a big old fireball at my feet and, shutting up the voices in my. There's like 3.
Oh,
I don't
you
want
got-
to. I don't want to get too aggressive. There's only 3, or maybe
Wandered into
4.
3 different flower fields. Like the first one didn't tip you off that this was like a bad thing.
Flower fields.
That's how I got my voice. I wandered into a flower circle and got
Was it just
buddy.
flowers?
mushrooms and flowers. Yeah,
There's your problem.
yeah, they were pretty.
I'm glad. Do you feel like they were worth, the voices in your head? Sorry. Sometimes I have to shout to get over them.
I mean, I feel like we've got a pretty good partnership at the moment. Like maybe you guys could come, like, sit down and come to an agreement because we eventually sat down and came to an agreement. I could ask him if you should set yourself on fire, though, if you really want me to.
I'll say yes.
You know what? Go for it. Let's see what his opinion is.
Elaine, should this crazy wizard man set himself on fire?
I mean, not with you in the room. But I mean, if he chooses to do that, he can go for it.
Is he possessed or is he crazy?
He's crazy.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what kind of happens with great power over a great period of time.
Yeah, my guy, he thinks, you still got a lot left to accomplish on this plane of existence, so you should not do fireball.
Oh, thank goodness, because Janet says fire is the answer to everything. I don't know.
Janet needs to sit down and think about, like maybe some meditation under a waterfall.
You know Janet?
No,
Damn it,
I'm just. I haven't heard Janet.
Oh, okay. Well, Janet, she's a feisty one. Yeah. Anyway, what were we doing again?
We need a magical ring to keep our friend from being found magically.
There's a
You
group.
said
of-
magic like 3 times, and that's all I heard from that sentence.
We need magic.
Enchantment.
You, forearms,
Yes.
the hat dude. How about you say it and see if you can say it without saying magic 3 times, because that just pulls me right out every single time.
So there's a group of individuals who don't want to be known, and anyone who finds out about them, they want to kill them. And one of our friends needs a ring to protect her from their constant attempts at locating her and viewing her surroundings and listening to her conversations.
Oh, they're scrying on her, is what you're saying.
Sure.
Oh, your little bald thing that flies around. I saw it.
Oh, you can see things that are invisible. Me too. Do you see that spider creature over in the corner?
And he takes the thing and look. Do I see it?
No. Oh, so you're a liar. You can't see invisible things, because I could see invisible things, and it just went up. Look, follow,
Oh, I
follow,
don't like the idea
follow.
of invisible spiders. I'm not. Nope, it's not there. It's not there. I'm not looking.
Well, find it. Guess you don't want to track invisible things. This one. Anyway.
Are you really an expert? Like, are you? No, like, like, our friend's real important. Can you do this?
Are you questioning my abilities? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm just ensuring our investment is made wisely.
Very well. Guess we're doing this. He reaches in his pocket, rummages around for a little bit, pulls something out that kind of looks like a dried piece of like kind of like a spider webby looking thing. And he looks at it for a second, spins it around, and he's like, "This'll do." Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, Veda?
I sure can. My dice is the best dice. That is a 3 plus. Does it matter? 3
No.
plus. Okay. 3 plus
So Veda turns into a squirrel.
3.
Oh, it's so cute.
So,
I pick up Veda and scratch her.
So does anybody else want to question me?
Know.
Gar, do you believe in my abilities?
I sure do. And that squirrel thing gets me every time.
See,
I
Gar
chitter angrily.
knows all about my abilities. Does anybody else want to see what I can do?
I throw
I
the
reckon
squirrel at
I'll
him.
only question it and you turn her back.
Do you really?
Yes.
I'm clutching on with my tiny little nails
Sorry,
with the palm of your hand.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to throw the squirrel at the wizard.
But I'm hanging on. Like, I'm digging my claws into his hand. Go.
What's a squirrel's strength modifier?
Not much, I would assume.
Let's see if Google has a squirrel. 5e. Okay, so roll a strength check -4.
Oh no. And you're swole. A natural one.
18.
So a -3 is what you just got.
I'm just helping
try
you.
to be
You-
the best I can be, and
You
then my dice
growled at
says,
him, so I
no.
gave the growl momentum.
Okay, so he chucks Veda at the wizard, and he's just kind of catches you, and he's like, "Ha, so cute!" Just pets your like belly area and like tickles you under your
scratch
arms.
at him like an angry cat.
See, this is another feisty one, just like Janet. Wow. Anyway.
All right there?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. That happens once every, 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
All right, give me 1 second. And he kind of just zones out, and Veda pops back. And Veda, you're sitting in his lap. And he's like, "Oh, get off me!"
Jump up. That was not cool. I can punch you for that, but we need Elaine's stuff. Fine, you're a magical wizard. I know plenty of wizards, okay? It's not that special.
How many wizards do you know?
Did Dash count?
You tell me.
Yes.
Yeah, you did wizard things. Boone counts, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
He has a haunted puppet that I think
Yes. He
steals
counts.
souls. Okay. 3? 3.
Now you tell me. Does that seem like a lot to you?
I mean, all things considered, it's a giant wasteland where most people just are cannibals. So yes, for the surface, I feel like that's
excuse me?
pretty good.
How many cannibals do you know?
Oh, there's 6.
I think we killed them. There was that one guy named, was it Bob? He blew himself up to kill a dragon. It was rad. Dragon didn't die though.
And he was a cannibal?
Wait. What did you just say? Did you say that somebody blew up a dragon?
He tried. It was a real good attempt because he was covered in he would hit baseball grenades at people and he just set himself off in the dragon's face.
I've been on
The
this.
babies.
I've been on this surface for years, and I ain't never seen no dragons.
Yeah, you guys like miss all of your dangerous creatures all the time. It's really dumb. Like at least I don't think there was any random magical creatures I didn't know about when I lived underground.
There's dragons. I've seen one.
Yeah, there's
Wait, you
dragons
lived
all over the
underground?
place.
You were like a mole person?
No. I had a very nice house. I was in a bunker.
Oh. Of
Oh,
course they didn't have any monsters.
We got a
Yeah, it was
bunker
real nice.
person here. All right, cool.
Yeah, so you're rich, eh?
I was.
All right. So for this ring, then that'll be 3,000 token.
What if I instead of that I give you this really nice toaster that I got out of a necromancer's house, so it might
The
have body
toaster
parts
is
in it.
at the restaurant in Misery.
Oh shit.
She
You're
will
right.
write an IOU.
I owe you for a
Uh-huh.
toaster.
What about this Kit Kat?
Is it actually in there, or is it just the wrapper?
Sprinkle it. It's in there, man. It's one of a kind. You won't find these in a lot of places. People. And it's the regular flavor. It's not like that weird green flavor that they did for a little while.
I don't know what you're speaking of, but that will be part of your payment.
What's the other part?
I don't know. You tell me. What can you do? Are you like? Do you have special abilities?
I can punch things like really, really hard.
Mr. Forearm here can clap 2 times at once.
And
I
I can
can-
if that'll help. I can also repair things.
I
I
can
mean,
shoot
my servants
things.
do that too. So
I can shoot things from really far away.
okay, all of these seem like very boring abilities.
Well, I mean,
Not now.
do you need something taken care of? You know, we can run like a mission for you. Go beat up a bad guy and then come back and then you'll make the ring. You don't have any bad guys you need beaten up? And they have to be bad guys because we're not like thugs, you know. We're like good guys.
We're good guys.
Good guys.
How
But we will
about
murder.
this?
Hmm?
Do you know? Give me 1 second. I gotta check her name because I'm pretty sure I know the name, but I just want to make sure so I don't embarrass myself.
He
I
just
do.
asks us
Do
to
you
hunt down the
know-
people that broke in her.
Marina LaCroix.
Do I know Marina LaCroix?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
That's that water that doesn't actually have flavor to it, but people say it does and it's sparkly.
It's the mayor
Oh,
of Fool's Hope.
a fool's hope? Yeah, we've been there plenty of times. We're buds.
Oh, so you so you do know her.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine.
Was that one of the other ones sneezing and it like violently comes through you like some kind of possession sneeze?
I'm not possessed.
Oh,
If you're not
Marina
possessed, are
LaCroix, do you
crazy?
know her or not?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second. And
Time's
he walks
up.
over to a table. You're a funny one, aren't you? And he
Right.
walks over to another table, calls one of the servants, whispers something in his ear. The servant floats away. He's like, it'll be more than 1 second, dick. And a guy floats back, and he's like, with a piece of paper and a pen and an envelope.
ooh.
And he starts writing something down, and like you can see the pen movements. Actually, roll an insight check.
Ooh, okay. Okay, this is gonna be the good one. This is gonna be the good one. Yes, that's a 17 plus.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30, 20.
He seems to be getting very aggressive with his hand movements, and like it seems like he's getting angrier as he's writing. And then he like folds it up very aggressively, stuffs it in the envelope, licks the thing, and then closes it and writes Morena LaCroix on the front of it. Tell you what, you deliver this very important letter to Morena LaCroix, and I'll give you a ring.
A ring that'll keep our friend safe? From...
Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh, okay.
Well, that sounds easy enough.
Is
Wait.
this
Wait.
gonna get us in trouble?
Wait. Hey, Wiz, you want them to deliver that letter for 3,000 tokens? I'll do it for 100.
He's not reliable. He'll probably just eat the letter with his mouth open.
Oh, you know the wizard better than I do? You know the wizard is better than I do? I don't
We're
think
both
so.
possessed.
You don't know nothing. You look like a cat.
I'm
Go
fancy.
Go
This
cop for
little
the fur
creature
ball.
wouldn't make it a mile out of the city.
And you look like a bird. Hey, cat, eat the bird. We going.
I'll shoot
I got
you.
a deal going on.
No, we're good guys.
You gonna shoot me? You're gonna shoot me. I don't think you knows who I am.
Fight!
I am
No,
so
no.
tempted to shoot him.
No shooting, no fights. Just
Now,
because he's
me-
an angry little guy.
Me and the Wiz got a deal going on here.
I go to Veda and like raise my propulsion gauntlet. Like, can I?
Do you have a counter proposal for this young man?
What?
Do you have a
already
counter
giving you the-
proposal?
I'm
I'll
giving
do
you
it
the
for
Kit Kat.
85 tokens.
We need the
Ah.
ring.
Right, we need the ring.
We're doing it for the ring, and I'm giving you a Kit Kat. We're not even
Well,
asking for any
Listen,
money.
tell you what, Gar. I was,
Okay.
I was kind of jacking up the price a little bit. I mean, you can't hear this. I was kind of jacking up the price a little bit because she's a rich kid from the bunker, you know? So,
Yeah, I get you. Okay,
So,
I'll stay out of it. I got
yeah,
it.
no, yeah. But
Well,
hey,
you guys-
I mean,
Hey, you
Go
guys is good. You guys go ahead. You got the deal. Go ahead.
That was easy. Really?
You're good at
oh, you guys
negotiating.
totally heard that conversation, just to be clear. That wasn't, he didn't move very far away. He just said, you guys can't hear this. And then he went back to the conversation.
I just like, we heard that.
No, you didn't. It's fine.
Okay.
Delivery letter to Mayor of Fool's Hope. But yeah, this isn't like a mean letter, right? You're not just like trash talking her so that she'll beat us up.
He just stares at you for a second. No.
Can I read it?
Don't you be opening that letter.
I think. You know what, Gar? I'll tell you what. Gar, I'll give you 20 tokens so that you can make sure that they don't open this letter on this trip here. Okay?
Oh, I like that deal. Yeah, that's a good deal.
Okay. Now, you deliver this letter and come back to me, and I'll have the ring ready for you. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay. I guess, but
And Gar's gonna come with you to make sure you don't open the letter. Because the letter's private. You don't open other people's mail. That's a federal crime.
I mean, actually, if I refer to my rule book for the surface, you guys don't have federal laws.
I do. We do in here.
But we
you're
wouldn't
taking the letter from this place.
But
so
we wouldn't
it
open it
counts.
in here, so it
It
wouldn't.
counts. It's this
Somebody-
place.
Somebody's probably told them the rule on the surface is don't be an asshole. It's not really a rule.
That's
Yeah.
my
Says
number
the
one
asshole.
rule. Okay, I guess so. You're your own like sovereign state, and federal laws apply.
No, they're
Again,
not.
he stares at you for kind of a second.
I
Yeah.
Don't listen to him.
Anyway, so what do you say? You're gonna deliver this letter for me. Gar's gonna come with you to make sure you don't open it, because that's a crime. And he's my lawman.
Obviously for
already have
protection.
A long
Obviously
name.
for protection. Look at these two. Cat and a bird. And a four-armed guy. My word. They'd never make it.
You're
Really
so
gonna let this
tiny.
guy into our
You're
truck?
just an itty bitty. Yeah, you probably smell. We have a nice new car.
I don't
He's,
smell.
He doesn't
I don't
smell. Why are you so rude?
he's kind of cute. And I
Like you
pinch
say,
his
all the
cheek.
people on the surface are can. Are you gonna let him pitch your cheek?
As fast as he tries to pinch my cheek, my gun is like in his face. He doesn't even see it. It's just there.
I do it anyway.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
okay,
You're
let's...
a brave one. I kind of like you. Fine, you can pinch my cheeks. I know I'm damn cute.
All right,
Okay.
we all know you're super cute, Gar. It's great, awesome, love it. Anyway, so we're good. We got the deal.
Yeah, it's for Elaine. I stick out my hand.
And he shakes your
Okay.
hand. And as he goes to shake your hand, roll a perception check, Veda.
Ooh, okay, high roll. Another high roll. Come on. Come on. Come on. Natural 20.
You noticed something on your hand that was not there the day before.
Oh, on mine.
Yes.
I'm just gonna try to...
And he claps your hand with the spit in his hand, and he shakes it.
My fur. It's in my fur.
It's like, all right, we got a deal. Great, can't wait to see. Janet, in a minute, they're leaving.
Why would you shake his hand when he spit on it?
I got distracted. I didn't know.
All right, guys.
These bunker people don't know how to seal a deal, apparently. Crying
know.
over a bit of spit. Ah.
Do you want to try
Oh,
blood
yeah.
instead? And he pulls out a knife from his pocket.
The deal is done. The deal's just a rubber hand. The deal is done. It's sealed.
Great. Here's the
Yeah.
letter.
You shouldn't do that. That's how you get infections.
Doesn't get infections. This guy.
Yeah, that's what you sound like. Yeah.
Someone's
Alright.
getting
I'm just-
shot with someone nearby.
We made it. You promised. Here, you want to hold the letter since you're always out of combat? Except for that one time you were on fire, but that wasn't really you. You can give Kenny the letter. Don't
All
open
right.
it.
You guys enjoy your trip. I'll see you back here. He checks his wrist that does not have a watch on it. 3 days? 2 days? What do you need?
Let's do
week.
3. Let's overextend because you never know what could happen on the road. There was a
Great.
dragon
Yeah, we might run into some dragons.
or
Whatever.
werewolves
What?
Gar,
or
Werewolf.
zombies.
Gar,
with
there are
smoke.
dragons. They're still around, just so you know.
Oh,
Anyway,
you knew that?
yeah. Of course I knew that.
You're so wise.
I'm an old wizard, of course. You know, obviously. Plus Gilmore told me about it too, so.
Gilmore?
Oh, don't get Gilmore
Yeah,
started.
this one. Gilmore in my head.
Oh.
There's Janet
that's,
Gilmore.
Okay, Janet Gilmore.
Who's the third?
Felipe
Oh, he
Nice.
sounds fun.
and Theodore.
Wait, that's more.
Thought you said
Oh,
there was
that is
3.
more. That's 4. You're right.
Okay.
Felipe.
Well, it was good to meet you.
I can't say the same necessarily, but as long as you get this job done, I'll say the same when you come back, okay?
Sure.
Gotcha.
Right, bye, everyone!
Bye. I'm just gonna
Let's-
moonwalk our
let's-
way out.
Let's get this party
Yeah, I'm
started,
just
guys. I got me 20
getting
tokens to
out.
get. Let's go.
Wipe my hand on Kenny's feathers to get the spit off.
Just to be clear, Gar only gets the money if he makes it back.
That's right.
I mean, don't kill him.
Hey,
no, we're good guys.
We totally won't kill him.
Our companions have never died, neither of my informants. We're in good hands.
It's all right. I know the Wiz won't give you the ring if I don't make it back, so it's all good.
That wasn't part of the deal we shook on.
No,
It's now part of the deal.
but you didn't shake
gotta
on it.
reshake, and I don't
And
know
we're
if I
already
want to
leaving.
have his life on my
He
hand.
cuts his hand open and like reaches out for you.
No, backs away. Wait. I gotta. If I have to protect someone now, I need a little something extra. Maybe 2 rings.
Sure, 2 rings.
That protect people from being seen by magic.
Okay, well now you're asking too much.
Okay,
That
one
was
ring
that was 3,000 tokens. Remember?
one
You
ring
said it
that's
was
let
jacked
you
up.
dance.
Well, I thought
I
you said
did
this
not.
man is your
Dancing.
friend.
He is.
Isn't your friend worth 3,000 tokens?
No.
One ring that will play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in a 30 feet radius when I whistle.
When you whistle Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
I'll
Yeah.
Play
it'll
Twinkle
follow
Twinkle
along.
Little Star?
Yeah,
I'll
that's what I want.
see what I can do.
All right, I'm gonna get my little knife and cut my wrist and shake.
Your wrist.
I don't want
Just
to
your
cut my
hand.
hand.
Wrist.
Holy yeah.
Wait, okay, I can't do this hand. I gotta
Dad is
investigate that hand.
furious
Okay,
about
this
the
hand.
deal.
He, like-
Wow.
Twists his hand upside down because he had done it on his right hand, and he shakes.
Okay, good. Wipe my hand on Kenny's other wing. Good.
Are you gonna slit your wrist next to?
No, don't do that. That's dumb. Don't do that.
You're now under my protection, tiny man.
What'd you just say? What'd you just call me? I'm a goblin. I'm not a man.
Oh, tiny goblin. I'm sorry. Are you
Tiny.
of average
Got it.
height for a goblin?
Yes.
I'm a bit tiny.
You're very
But,
tiny.
Kara's
A
like,
little guy.
this was an interesting encounter. Are you guys heading out now?
Oh yeah,
I
did
don't
don't wanna
think
go, do
I
you?
want to
I'm-
be in here any longer.
I'm gonna be heading home.
Oh, you want us to walk you home?
No, I'm not in any danger when I'm not around you guys, it seems. So
Well, stay safe.
That's fair. That's fair.
when you guys come back, Talia should be home if you guys want to stop by again, but that's up to you.
Who's really nice
Um
to meet you, Kara.
it was good to meet you too. Hi 20. No? Okay.
No, I do it.
Okay. So you guys do all
Hands
hands at the same
amazed.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I can't do that with many people. Sorry, I just wanted to.
Me either.
Anyway, I'll see you guys when you come back.
We'll be
Alright.
back. I mean, we'll pick up the ring and then probably get Elaine and then go see you.
Yeah, Elaine
Okay.
is going to be staying at the spa until that happens. Maybe I'll go see her too, but
Yeah, keep
That's
her
okay.
company.
Yeah.
She'll be sad.
it was nice meeting you, Gar.
Nice
Kind
to
of.
meet you too.
I'll see you guys later. Bye. She walks away.
So, Winged Wonder, do those wings work?
I smack him with one of them.
Apparently so.
It's got spit and or blood on it.
That's disgusting.
All right. How about we get our newest player to roll us a D100?
Can we just like
D100,
make him sit on the
here we
roof of
go.
the truck?
Here we
No,
go.
that's where you sit.
Damn, Gar, you
Uh-oh.
get to roll one before me.
Am I supposed to be rolling high or low?
Hi.
This
Low.
is not going to be good.
Don't use your Cthulhu dice.
8.
8, you say?
Yeah, it is great for Cthulhu, not so great for Shadow Noise.
I just tested a roll and I got a 100.
Really? So
Five
we should
sucks.
have got Nate Kenny to roll this one.
It's also with my Cthulhu dice.
All
Nice,
right.
hate me.
So you guys are heading to the truck, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
just like poke my head into the spot to just like let Elaine know where we're going so she doesn't think we just disappeared.
The first thing I do when I get outside is I hold the letter up to the light to see if I can read what's inside without opening it.
Smack his hand.
Gar kicks him in the shin. Hey,
I'm
no
not-
cheating.
I'm not opening it. I said I couldn't open it.
No cheating. He said no reading it.
He said
And
no
no
opening
opening
it.
and no reading. No opening, no reading.
You're adding that.
No, he did say he wasn't allowed to read it. It's like he said it was a private letter.
Yeah, I'm not
for
going to
Elaine
acknowledge that
alone.
he's right, though.
Oh, okay.
Come out from informing Elaine. Okay, step. Let's go. Everyone gets
We
along.
call Elaine.
Oh, I thought we weren't gonna do radio stuff in case someone was watching us and listening on us, so they don't know where she is or what
You
we're
haven't
doing.
made the encrypted ones yet, have you?
Oh wait, no, you did. You did make an encrypted one, huh?
Oh. Oh, yeah, so we can... Oh, right, she was on the radio with us the entire last game.
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay. Ba-doop.
Yeah.
Elaine, we're gonna go run an errand, to get the magic-y stuff. So we'll probably be gone for like 3 days. Doop.
Okay, bye!
Okay.
All right, sugar. You just let me know.
Okay. I'm sure she's gonna love that.
I'll need to clip it to make sure she hears it.
And shotgun.
I'll
All
drive.
right, Gar, you see as
I'm
you're
driving.
walking up, you see a insanely fancy looking vehicle, very shiny. Well, it's probably dusty now, but it looks like almost brand new. It's got very thick windows, thick door panels. It's all fancied up. If you would like to see what it actually looks like, you can Google a Resvani tank. And that's what you guys are driving.
Oh, wow. You guys are really rich. This is pretty schmancy.
Oh, but 2 more wizards that I know. I know 5 wizards.
Be
Yeah,
careful with the car, Gar.
Don't make it dirty.
Well, it's already dusty. I mean, hey, I'm not going to get any dirtier than that.
Well, it was that one time we hit the guy with the other car, and there was like blood and bones and
We
things.
also
Let's go.
in there.
We also lit the
Okay.
other car on fire.
Oh.
I didn't light it on fire. The guy I was holding on to lit it on fire. On the
I
inside.
don't know. I just smelled some like burnt chicken after, and it was
Is
unpleasant.
everybody in the Is everybody in the car?
Yes, I got it.
Yes.
We moving.
Talking as we walk. Yep. So
Um,
Gar, how do you know that wizard? I didn't ask the wizard's name. That was rude.
His name is
no,
Wizard.
you guys never ask names.
I never asked his name.
He likes just being called the Wiz. He's got so many personalities inside his head. He's got so many names flying around. He never knows
So-
what's going on, but
So,
he's good at what he does.
Gar, did anything interesting happen earlier today?
Not that I remember.
Oh, good.
Gar, as you you are aware of what his name is, and it's Wakius. Wakius.
I love it.
Wackiest. I love it. I always forget that. He's always talking about all his other names. Anyways, no, you asked how I know the wizard.
Yeah.
I've been doing odd jobs for the wizard for a long time. He kind of accepted me for who I am, and so I do what I can for him. Whatever he needs, I got his back.
Oh, that's really nice. So
So
you're like
who
best
are you?
buds?
I don't know if I'm his best bud, but yeah, we're pretty good friends.
You said he accepts you for who you are. Who are you?
Who am I? Well, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm a freaking purple goblin with green hair. You ever seen a purple
Militant?
goblin with green hair?
Yeah,
no.
I thought that was weird.
Exactly. So
Have,
I'm an
have
outcast.
have I ever seen a purple goblin?
No, you have not. This is the first one.
You know, I have to say, I have never run across a purple goblin before.
Nor have I. I'm one of a kind as far as I know.
That makes two of us.
So, like, your family isn't purple?
Nope, family's not purple.
Huh. Like a shiny goblin.
So you with the 4 arms, what's your name?
You can call me Gadget.
Gadget. See, you say that you haven't seen many people with 4 arms, but you know what? I just saw you do a high 20, and that was pretty cool. There was another lady with 4 arms. I mean, come on. You're not a one of a kind. Now this guy over here with the feathers, I don't know about him. I've never seen a bird guy before.
I just smile and nod and let him go with that assumption.
I think we have seen
Alright.
another bird guy, except the one that impersonated you, but it turned into a blob.
I completely forgot that at some point Kenny wants to actually have a conversation with Gadget. I saw Dasho and my mind went to Dash.
And wow, this cat lady, this one here, I see lots of cat people around here. That River, yeah, she's a cat lady, so I know there's more of them. But,
Yeah, we're like cousins.
Oh, you're related.
Really,
Well, that makes-
it's weird.
That makes sense because cats have lots of babies, so most cats are probably related. That's what I think.
I don't think that's right. My parents had 3 kids. That's normal.
3? That seems small. Maybe they just had a small litter.
That's
Hey,
not.
man,
That's not what we
what's
call
the-
it. That's
Average lifespan of a goblin.
12 years.
You want to say he's dying or what?
Nope, just curious.
Give me 1 second.
He's not asking that question out loud because God probably be pretty suspicious.
They live up to 60 years.
How old
nice.
is he?
That I don't know.
We'll say I'm like 29.
They reach adulthood at 8.
Jesus.
I could say that he died of old age.
No. I won't get the cool second ring.
Nor will you
Whoa.
get the cool first ring, which is the one you want.
Well, no, we still
Hey,
get
Gar.
the first ring. That was the original.
How
deal.
long have you been kicking around up here on the surface?
About 29 years.
Are you from a bunker?
Bunker. Do I look like I'm from a bunker?
Well,
Looks
I
like
mean,
you're
if
from a
you're not-
cave.
are you?
That's more like it. Yeah, I'm more from a cave. Exactly. I've been on my own for a long time. Till the Wiz took me under his wing and gave me work.
Should go back to the cave.
So what do you do?
I heard that, bird boy. What do I do?
So at this point, I pull out both my guns.
Dad. That's not.
Well, I'm not going to shoot you. You asked what I do. This is what I do. I'm a gunslinger.
That's
gun for
nothing
hire.
impressive.
When we get in trouble, we'll see what's impressive.
You just not shoot them towards me. I'd appreciate it, cause I grapple people, and it freaks me out when people cause Kenny shot me one time.
I
Oh,
not
cat lady, don't worry. I'm a good shot. I don't shoot people who I'm in a party with here, so you're safe.
Oh,
Unless,
I
of
won't
course, you
shoot
try
you
and open
anymore,
your letter.
Veda. And I don't shoot people that I care about, and I look at Gar.
I see you side-eyeing me.
Well, Gar, you're apparently officially part of it because that's the first time he hasn't side-eyed me with that comment. So, feel like
Yeah,
you should feel accepted now.
We accused Gadget of murder the first time we met. Still, your alibi is not good for that. I still
His
had
friends with the
suspects. He
people that
moved way
killed
down.
me.
That's why he's still on the suspect list, but not as high.
Okay, so we got a 4-arm guy who makes things. We got a cat who punches things. And what do, bird boy?
I shoot things. It's better than you.
You shoot things. Hey! How do you know you shoot better than me? What do you shoot with?
This, and I pull out my sniper.
Oh, that's pretty.
Not
Yeah, I
pull
like
out
that.
guns in the car.
Hey, cat lady. The bird boy and I are talking. That's a pretty looking gun. You got a scope on that thing, I see. Nice.
Hey guys, why don't we put the guns away? We can look at them later. You're making Veda very uncomfortable.
I'm
Alright.
like very much pointing mine away from Veda,
And
which is like the Atgar, but
I'm gonna tell you this right now. She has a punch.
oh yeah. And when you try to punch back, trucks flip.
That wasn't my fault.
Holy smokes, you guys live a very exciting life. Like I do lots of jobs for the Wiz, but I ain't never seen no dragons. I ain't never flipped no trucks. Some of the other stuff you talk about, yeah, I get involved in that, but that's, you guys are used to that.
Yeah, our life's been kind of crazy.
You've only been around for 29 years, it sounds like, so you got some living ahead of you.
Yeah, goblins don't live that long. I got about half my life done already.
That's so sad.
Well, and that's only if I survive, of course, Somebody could try and kill me.
Yeah. There's no
I side-
guarantees about living out in the Wizzy Wasteland.
I side-eye bird boy.
Right as I say there's no guarantees, I put the clip into my gun as I holster.
I saw that. Anyways,
Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was gonna say, anyways, we got the job to do. What are we gonna do on our way? How long is it gonna take us to get there by this truck? I'm used to walking.
What's the estimate?
You guys are probably. I would say you've been driving for about an hour at this point, just after conversation finally started to flow. Because I'm assuming it was kind of awkward to begin with.
Yeah.
But after about an hour or so, you probably let me open up the map here, and I will let you know. You guys are coming from Ecstasy, and you are going to Fool's Hope. You are probably another 2 hours away.
We got razzle dazzle gun.
I never hooked up my kite rope to this truck.
Freeze-dried Skittles again.
I'll look that. I haven't found it.
I got you.
Oh, bird boy.
I'm kind of whispering this to him. Veda might be able to hear because she's a cat.
I
Anyway,
got one good ear, maybe.
Hey, bird boy, is that a laser scope?
It is.
Have you ever tried to use the dot to see if the cat will chase it?
I haven't.
Oh, we gotta try that. It's gonna be hilarious.
So Gar's racist against Tabaxis.
Kenny's totally gonna try it. Just need to wait for
Vita's gonna
another
try,
feeble
sneak and
mind.
peek and figure out what exactly is on her hand, but without making it super obvious. So they poke at it.
Okay. Roll an investigation, I guess.
On my own hand, I know the front of my hand like the back of my hand. Come on.
You say you know it like the back of your hand, but you just spotted something new.
Investigation, you said?
Yeah.
-1, so 5.
Okay. Elwyn catches you looking at your hand and spending a lot of time looking at your hand, and he's like, Veda, this is my gift to you. What's the problem?
What, a tattoo? I'm thinking
Well,
like
I mean, it's not a tattoo exactly. It's just etched into your skin now.
in a forever way?
yes, in a forever way. I mean, come on.
Like, it looks cool. It's just like geometry liney things. Like, it doesn't. I don't know. I
It's
figured
a
it'd be like.
sigil.
Oh.
Is she talking out loud?
No.
No, I'm
No,
doing
when
the,
she's
in the
doing
brain.
this thing, we can't hear
Okay.
her.
Brain Xavier.
Okay, perfect.
You have to pay attention because we can make jokes if she's not doing it.
Wait, so what does it do? If I punch people, like if I slap them with the sigil, does it make them explode?
Roll down your window.
Roll sound window.
Give me 1 second. Okay, now what you're going to do is hold out your hand. Just hold it out the window.
At this point, I'm curious what she's doing, and I'm watching.
And mutter this elven whatever. Or Sylvan, sorry. And as you do that, a large ball of energy forms in your hand and flies 120 feet away and explodes something off in the distance.
I'm a wizard.
Veda?
6. What?
What was that?
Ta-da!
It's part of me and Elwin are it's part of our deal, so I can do magic stuff.
Oh, wait a second. So now we got a cat that can punch stuff and blow stuff up. I like it. I like it.
See, my voices are
Kenny,
useful.
why are you doing language proficiency over and over and over again?
Not on purpose.
And I heard you mention Elwin. Is this somebody else in the party I should know about?
He's the one I was talking to the wizard about that lives in my head.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. So you have some people in your head too, like the wizard.
Just the one. And it was because he possessed me a while ago. Like I wandered into his house accidentally.
And he gave you the power to shoot things with your hand?
Yeah, it took a while, but yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's super cool.
Yeah, I guess you should just wander into flower fields more often, you know?
Well, I've
Get
seen flower fields. I've wandered into them. There ain't no wizard in my head that gives me powers to shoot things.
Well, it's like a circle with mushrooms, and you go in and you take a nap, and then you wake up and you're in another dimension, and then you fight, and then you get possessed. It's very intricate process. You just gotta kind of wander into.
Interesting.
It's not going to happen every time somebody wanders into a flower field, Veden.
I mean, I feel like it would. Like, there's a bunch of versions of elf people just lying in wait in flower circles.
You feel like what?
No,
What are we talking about now? What's going on? It sounds like a different conversation. Are you talking to the guy in your head?
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
She
Sometimes
does that.
I forget.
Oh, all right, no problem. I was just checking. So yeah,
So
I'll
wait,
keep my eyes open. I'll keep my eyes open for a mushroom circle. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants, I can show him how to do things.
You have to give magic to everybody, okay? It's weird.
It's okay, Veda. You'll always be special.
Yes. Cool mess.
As you guys... Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, she was just.
You were about to ask something, so I just will answer it before I go into my thing. You said, is this? So I figured.
Is this like weird if I let people see it? Should I wear gloves?
No, go for it. It's my gift.
Cool.
So Gar sees her looking at her hand like that back and forth, and he hops over, grabs her hand, and he's like, "Look at this is super cool. Super cool. This is super cool. I like that."
Yeah, it's like a cool design. It's got the circles, the lines, and
He sniffs it. He's sniffing the hand.
it probably smells like your friend's spit.
It does kind of smell like that. You should like lick your paw or something to clean that up.
Ugh. You know, tabaxi are not like that. And you've lived in a town with a bunch of tabaxi. I bet.
No. I
River
live in a
finds you
town
very
with a bunch of.
offensive.
I live in a town with a bunch of tabaxi. I don't live with the tabaxi.
But you don't
Oh.
talk to them? You just assume that we're all like actual cats?
I mean, I've seen Riva. I've seen her talking, but I haven't actually talked to Riva. So I know they exist. And I just assume that cats are cats are cats. Right? You see a cat, you do this, the cat does that. I assume you do that too. Isn't that-
Gadget, as they're kind of arguing amongst yourselves in the back, you kind of turn back to them to almost like dad them for a second, and then you realize that you're not going to do that, and you turn back to the road. And as you turn back to the road, you see a man in like a disheveled business suit just walking across the road with a briefcase in hand.
Just hit him.
No.
I will attempt to brake and swerve.
Okay, roll a vehicle proficiency check.
What is a vehicle proficiency check?
You don't have that?
It'll
I'm
be
sure
in
you
your
have that.
skills.
It'll
Isn't
be
it?
in, yeah. Should
So the
no, it'll
sheep-
be on the left.
I have the
Oh.
vehicle proficiency, but on the sheet that I used, it didn't have it.
be what,
Your vehicle
Dex?
proficiency. Oh, you don't have a vehicle proficiency.
And you've been driving this whole
Why
time?
are you driving?
We're all gonna die.
Wait, mine
I'm-
doesn't show vehicle in here. but
I'm
I know I can't do
proficiency in the vehicle, but I don't know about a
Oh yeah,
skill.
you have all ground vehicles
Yeah.
and aircraft, so yeah, you do
Yeah,
have it,
same.
but
Well,
it's not
even I
added
have that.
into your tool proficiencies. So go ahead and roll a dexterity check plus your proficiency.
Yay!
I take it was amazing.
It was a
Oh.
one.
That is a 18.
18. That's actually not too bad. Okay, so you slam on the brakes and twist the wheel and kind of like just try and gain control over it, and you just manage to get like behind the guy and come back around, but now your car is facing towards him instead of the way it was
It's a-
before.
Hey,
It's a 17. Just
is
Touching, huh?
Beta's window still open?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't roll it up.
I believe Gar would fly out the window.
Just like
Okay.
climb over her and just go
No,
out.
like as
fly out the
he didn't
window.
have a seatbelt on, is what he's saying.
dex save?
Dex save, yes.
Can I reaction try to catch him before he flies out the car?
I don't think so, because this would all be happening like.
Can I
Go ahead,
close?
try and roll.
Can I
A,
reach up and close the window once he's out?
Nat
No.
1.
Nat 1.
Nat 1.
Oh, perfect.
17. Is this a dex check? For me to catch him?
Yes. Yeah.
25.
A dex check.
Or would it be straight?
You rolled a 17 and have a 8 in dexterity.
Oh, wait. Where's my... No, I have a +5. Sorry, I was looking at my saving throws. My
20,
bad.
22.
22. I apologize.
Too bad. You
No
needed the
worries.
25.
Oh,
Aw.
you just missed it. No. I don't know. With his natural 1, yeah, I would say you can like grab him by the foot, but you just slam him into the side of the truck.
I'm still gonna
Oh,
try
like
to
he goes
close
out
the
the window
window.
and then-
Goes out
like
the window. You grab him by the foot and just slams down.
Ah!
Gar, roll me a con save.
Gonna throw up.
He's unconscious.
11.
So you feel the body go limp as it's there, and you pull him like back in, and his eyes are just like closed, like he's not moving at all.
Oh,
He's
shake him
dead.
a little bit. Gar,
Just throw him out the window.
are you okay?
No reaction.
Do
Yeah,
I
put him in the
reach up?
back.
Do I feel
Yeah.
the pulse?
Toss him in the back.
Roll a medicine check.
It's ragdoll.
That will be a.
Well, I guess
15.
maybe he's not going to live to see the 30.
Does a 15 show a pulse?
Yes, you find the pulse.
I put my hand over his mouth and nose. No.
No, you don't. What the
Don't worry,
That's so
guys.
weird.
He's dead.
No, I
Shortest
place
party
him on the
member
back
ever.
seat. What about water? What if we throw water on his face? Get like
Oh,
a
Do we have any
propane
like
and-
dirty water, not
pour it on
drinking
him.
water?
While they're worried about that, I want to know what's going on with this guy in the briefcase. And if we need to back away from because you said he's walking towards us now, right?
No, you basically the car spun around so that you were gonna drive past him, but you did like a fishtail and are facing towards him, and he's just walking across the road still.
Oh, okay.
Like he pays no mind to what just happened. He just continues to walk across the road.
That's not weird.
What? Oh,
And he walks into this. You can see this, right? Like you can see the map.
yeah.
Mhm.
We have a map now, people. So if you want to,
Yeah.
It's visible.
Okay,
I just switched screens.
Oh, I don't see the man.
I'm talking about on stream, but
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
I did it when I noticed.
okay. So he keeps just walking across and goes over here, and there's a little chair with like a pile of like concrete in front of it, and he sits down on the chair, sets down his briefcase on the concrete, opens it up, and starts pulling out and sorting through just pieces of paper.
I rolled down my window and poked my head out. Are you okay?
Oh, hey, can I help you?
No.
Oh, well, if you're new here, come on, just take a seat somewhere, anywhere that there's an open cubicle. It's Susan's birthday today, so there should be some cake in the lunchroom later. And he's just sorting through the papers still.
It is like one here goes up. There's cake over there.
I don't
Gar-
think there's actually cake.
Takes him more violently. There's cake over there.
I slap Gar.
Gar, roll a Constitution save with advantage.
Because you heard about cake.
No, because they've been shaking and hitting you.
16.
Slapping has
yeah,
to work
you-
eventually.
He starts coming to again.
Oh,
Also, I'm gonna take 10 hit points away from you just because.
Jesus.
oh my goodness. What just
That was a
happened?
hit. You
You should
slam. I'm
wear
trying to
your
catch you,
seatbelt or don't.
But I only got your leg, and then you hit the side of the car, so I brought
But
you back in.
apparently there's cake.
Yeah.
Cat lady, did you save my life?
You did.
I don't know if I might have made it worse because you hit the momentum went straight into the car again.
Hey, I'm
Wait.
still,
Did he
I'm
dent it?
still alive.
I poke my head out my window to see if he dented the door.
No, it's solid.
Oh, good.
You know what this means, cat lady? I, Garmog, are now bound to you for life because you saved my life. Until I save your life, I'm bound to you.
Really?
I
Like a
pat-
movie?
I pat your back.
Oh,
Have fun.
loyal Garmog is. That's how loyal Garmog is. I will
I
save
mean-
your life. Don't you worry.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to because it was part of the deal I made for the singing ring.
Deal's a deal. I just said it. It's a deal.
Do we have to spit?
No, that's a
Okay.
wizard thing.
You just need to do the blood.
Ah.
And
So,
I have learned to wear my seatbelt. That was scary.
So, what department are you guys going to be working in? He's kind of like walked over to an area, and he does like the motion of him using a styrofoam cup to like fill up at a water cooler, and he like pretends like he's taking a sip. He's like, he just walks over to here. So what department are you guys going to be part of?
Honey, use the
Accounting.
scope. Use the scope. Security.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I have the scope. I thought you had the scope.
I would assume I give it back to you because it goes to your gun.
Okay, then I look through the scope.
He takes a sip of nothing. Security, that's good. I know we had an incident about 2 or 3 weeks ago. There's a flasher in the parking lot. I mean, I don't like to discuss it. It's a little icky, but you know, it's the world we live in, right? Yeah.
Do I see anything through
Yeah.
the scope?
Nope, not at the moment.
There's
You see
nothing.
him.
Nothing's here.
Are you insane?
I mean, you'd have to be insane to work here. But no, we have fun here. It's kind of like a big old family.
Where is
Where-
here?
That's what I was about to ask you, Mad. Where are we?
You're kind of just well, you'd be in between where Houston and Friendswood is. So pick a city along the way.
So I'm just trying to ask, like, where does he think we where we're working?
You don't know where you've decided to be working?
It's been a long day.
Are you sure you work here?
We're
Yes.
contract workers. We go to different work sites all the time.
Oh, I see. I get it. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Well, if you're just doing that, don't worry about it then. Like, you're going to be somewhere else tomorrow, right?
Oh, I need it for
Well, I
my
mean, it
notes.
looks like you could use a lot of help here. You know, like the contract isn't just daily. It's when the job is done. Because we believe in unity.
Yeah, things here look like a bit of a mess.
That is a rude way to describe my workplace.
Well,
Did we
that's
just
why
leave
we're
him?
brought here to consult.
He's not like in danger. He's not hurting anybody. Should we bother him anymore?
Well, I guess that makes sense.
What's your name again? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. I didn't give it. My name is Karsten Curtis.
Pleasure to meet you, Karsten.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Should we just keep going? I say quietly to the people in the
Yeah,
truck.
and like,
Aren't you're gonna be working here, I thought.
I said quietly to the people in the truck. He wouldn't have heard me.
How do you know what his perception is?
Hey, we did this. He can't hear us.
Karsten, it's been a really long day, and we've been having an argument because we've been trying to figure out exactly what today's date is. I left my watch at home.
Oh, are you asking me what the date is today?
Yeah.
Oh, let me just pull up my calendar here. And he pulls out like a rock that looks like the shape of what a smartphone would be back in the day. And he's like, sorry, it's just not coming up. And he like tries swiping something on his phone.
On his
look
stomach.
around. Is there anyone else like hidden in the bushes waiting to attack us?
Sorry, it's not coming up, but I know it's February, and I know it's 2200. 2200? I can't remember. It's the years just fly by when you're working a place you love, you know, right?
That's exactly what we were just talking about.
Yeah. Well, anyway, back to the old grindstone here at Blessing Studios. You guys better get to work soon, or else they might let you go a little bit early.
We're gonna continue our rounds. We have to make sure that there aren't any undesirables around.
And he
Walking off.
walks back to his desk. It's like, all right, well, you come back whenever, I guess. Thanks
Does
for keeping the place safe.
Does the car still have I know there's not like GPS satellites, but does the car still recognize where it is within like a GPS map?
I didn't really think about that, but give me 1 second.
Okay.
Well, it's not really connected to a satellite, right?
Yeah, GPS completely does not work without satellites. The vehicle will have no idea where it is.
So you have no idea there. And
Well, we have a regular map.
Yeah, but
Yeah, paper map.
some of the vehicles have a built-in navigation system that's based off of a disc. That's not just GPS total. That's not completely GPS.
But that disc
then
it
how
still
does
needs
it-
some location base. Otherwise, it's like, oh, it won't know where it is. Any inbuilt-in navigation is GPS linked.
I
Yeah,
feel like
give me-
this-
give me-
Some of them
give me
just
1
suck.
second then.
It really did hit my head harder than I thought. This guy
Well,
thinks
yeah, how many fingers?
I see two, but this guy, what he's saying doesn't make any sense. Sounds a lot like the wizard. Like kind of crazy.
Well,
How has he survived?
He's drinking air.
That's
I don't
might
know,
not be
but
all that he's
I'm,
drinking.
okay to let him keep doing whatever it is he's doing. And I've rolled the window up by now.
let's go ahead and say that you guys are in.
Oh, I wasn't curious. I wasn't really worried
Yeah.
about exactly where we were. I was just gonna put a marker on the map to be like, weird
Yeah,
dude here.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Bel Air.
Okay.
Oh, is this the Fresh Prince?
No,
I was just thinking.
I don't think that took place in Texas, did it?
No.
No.
But isn't it? I feel bad for him.
He's survived this long. We can just go.
I'm gonna start driving.
Just watch him out the window as we pass by.
He kind of just starts waving at you.
I'm gonna use the scope to see if I spot anything in the area.
As you begin to drive away, you see. Roll a perception check.
Just gadget?
I assume he means just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As a 22.
22. Let me roll something here and see what I can tell you.
Shush, shush, shush.
You shush.
My dogs decide to have a play fight right now.
Oh, I saw him jump on the couch. Little buddy.
You got a 22. Okay. So, you see kind of in the background, there's a weird humanoid looking creature, kind of like just smelling the air. And as the eyes as the face comes down, you see the eyes are just glowing red.
There's something back there. Is it visible to the naked eye or just through the scope?
Through the scope, it's a little bit too far away. And it starts coming towards the direction of the man who is sitting there.
Oh, I don't see it.
It's coming for him.
What?
There's
He's
a
in
thing.
danger?
Do you say it was real big?
No,
is
I
it
did not say
normal?
it was real big.
Okay.
It was
This is my
humanoid
chance.
size.
Okay, that's just
I'm
in my
gonna
head
go
then.
out the window,
No,
like
no,
stick my hand out the window.
stop.
What is it? This is my chance. Where is it? Just tell me where to shoot.
That way.
I shoot that way. Eldritch blast.
Right,
In that
you
general
you
direction?
send a beam out that general direction,
Mhm.
and it hits like a pile of concrete over here and just blows up. And he's like, "Hey, that was a good magic trick," and just gives you a big thumbs up.
A little bit to the
Did
left.
I get it? Did it to the left?
And up a
Eldritch
little.
blast. Oh,
I said
shit.
up a little.
No. Eldritch blast.
Just constant beams going up.
Just like,
Roll-
right.
roll-
left.
Roll an attack. So this will be like, it's your spell casting attack modifier, which will only be proficiency +1.
Hell yeah.
with triple disadvantage.
What? Triple disadvantage? Damn, that roll was good too. I got an 18.
You can't
Okay.
see them. They're out of range of the actual spell. And you're literally sticking your hand out of a moving vehicle. So
I've stopped the car by now.
all three of those combined, I would say.
But I don't disagree with you there.
Hey,
Yeah,
Kenny's
that's fair.
telling
That's
him where to shoot doesn't get rid of one of them.
No.
Oh wait, that's not a
No.
D20 at all. Where's my D20s? Oh, they're in the other box. Hold on. Sorry.
Have you been rolling d12s?
No, I have like my beta set, and then I have D20s in one
Oh,
box
what
and
a
all
nice
the other
dice
ones in a
vault.
different box. Oh, thank you. Okay. There's another one. Oh, damn, that was a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
And a 15. Okay, so the lowest one is a 15, so 16.
16. 15 plus your proficiency and deck and charisma.
Oh no, plus charisma as well, so 15. So and then the
It'd be
spell is
plus
16.
If
My
it's
charisma is
proficiency,
1,
it'd be
so 17.
It'd be plus
Profi-
3.
proficiency is plus
charisma.
3.
So it's So it's
20?
18 plus charisma.
Oh, so 19. 19.
All right.
That was
So-
actually really good.
That's with triple disadvantage. Yeah, I'm
With
very
triple
impressed.
disadvantage.
So, Penny, you're staring through the scope as this creature is like down on all fours kind of thing, running towards the guy. And you see this beam just shoot past your scope. Kind of blinds you for a second, but as it gets out of the, in the distance, you see it actually hit the thing running towards.
I smack her shoulder. You got it!
I did? Is it dead?
No.
No.
Kenny, if you're worried about it hitting the guy, why don't you take a shot? You can see the damn thing.
Oh yeah, why
I
am
go
I
and take
shooting
a
it?
shot.
Oh, thank you.
How far is it?
Roll another perception check.
That will be
And while-
24.
All right. As you're looking around more, you see 3 more of these creatures kind of start swarming.
The first one that was running though, how far is it?
How far? Probably about 200 feet.
Oh, not even a disadvantage. Okay, I shoot it.
What's going on? Did you get him?
Does
mention-
a
Oh, what'd
27
you roll for
hit?
damage, Veda?
Oh, what is it? A D8?
It's a D10.
It's blast. It's a D10, right? Yep.
Fortunately,
5.
I don't think you have invocations yet, so you don't have the charisma plus to it.
No, I
5?
don't have invocations. Yep.
Okay.
I'm assuming a
Um,
27 hits.
Yes, 27 does hit.
Blow it up, Kenny.
I know you guys don't have these in Canada, but they're the best sandwich cookie. Oh,
That will
they don't have them
be
in Texas either.
24 damage.
Sucks to suck. Good, good. They're ice cream
And
cookies.
after I take a shot, I was like, there's more of them.
How close?
Oh no.
That guy's 200 meters or feet. How far were the other ones? About the same.
They're a little bit further back.
The other ones are a bit further, but
How'd
Carson,
you
you're
shot
in danger.
the one I just shot.
Oh,
is
good thing
200.
we got security here now, right? Gives you another thumbs up.
Why did you have to say we're security?
Are we doing this?
That's
Are we
all I
saving this
do.
crazy guy?
I
Eh?
feel like we should help him.
Yeah, but nobody can see him except Kenny.
They're getting closer.
Oh, they're not invisible. They're just far away.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
That's what I
Yeah.
assumed when you mentioned it. That when I asked.
Then why
200
would we have
feet.
disadvantage?
Forearms, turn that truck around. Let's go. Let's get closer.
Why is it a disadvantage? I gave you the reasons.
Oh, I
I
thought
feel
it
like
was
at
actually
200 feet,
invisible.
they'd probably be able to start seeing them. It's depending on how
Yeah,
bad the rubble
200
is.
feet.
but-
Yes.
Where we
Do
gotta
I
find
see
him?
one?
Do you see one? Yes, likely.
Are they actually on
Well.
the map or no?
They are now on the map. Yes,
Oh,
and they are closing in on Karsten.
Let's
let's go.
I
Run
guess
him
I'll back.
over.
I will get his back and
You want us to roll initiative?
Initiative.
Everybody roll an initiative. Gar, you'll have to roll your 2d4 separate, and I'll add it to your
Ooh, that was
initiative.
good. Ooh, that was really good.
I go last.
Ooh, a piece of
Oh
cake.
no.
Oh, Kenny, why?
'Cause I already got my shot off.
Oh wait, do I need to roll it in here?
Catch that, man?
If you
No.
rolled in person, you can roll it in game and change yours to match if you want to keep it.
I rolled 2, like a 1 and a
But-
1.
Going from your I'll go last, I don't think anyone would have an issue with you just keeping it.
So you got a 17 then, Gar.
Okay.
Mad, can you just add me last?
I can roll for you.
What'd you roll?
A 1.
1
Oh,
plus
wait.
what?
Did you roll it in game?
No, he did
Minus
not.
1. No, I don't see the
I
button.
did for him,
Oh,
but
I did
yeah,
too.
you got 16
is there 2
here.
gadgets, or did yours
Yes.
or yours say?
Oh no, mine. I had rolled it, and then you rolled it again and changed it to 16.
Okay. 4
Oh.
is.
Oh, apparently I changed.
He had a
then-
modifier, so technically he would go before the other guy. Oh,
No,
you
my
changed
No,
the
he
wrong
has
one.
he has a -1. Yeah.
I see.
We got a dude trying to do buy followers on our
Oh,
page.
okay. Yep. Thank you.
Mhm.
He's gone.
I just, yay!
So in this truck, is there like a window from the front to the back, like a small window that goes from that you can crawl through to get to the back, or no?
Yes.
Okay, so
I know I said that I was gonna wear my seatbelt, but I think if I crawl through the back, if your forearms there's backing up towards, I can probably get some shots out the back. Is it open back there?
I can open the back.
Oh,
Of
fantastic!
course,
so
it's
I'll-
on a
I'll crawl
button with
through.
this tank.
I'll crawl through, and when he opens the back, I'll be ready to shoot.
Turn on the flamethrowers.
We got flamethrowers.
No.
No.
I
Aw.
wish.
Well, we got Cat Lady. That's even better.
She's our flamethrower.
Exactly. Those things were amazing.
Okay, so Veda, you're up first. What are you doing?
Okay, let me see how far away are these guys. Boop, 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 boop. I can mess with this in a second.
75.
Oh yeah, I can get to them.
70. How many are
Um,
there? I only see 2.
There's 4 total.
Is there some back
Oof.
behind, like, here?
Yeah, they blend into the debris. Is
Here.
wait, that okay? I
Here.
see
Oh
it.
wow.
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
see that third guy.
It's almost like they choose to hunt at night for a reason.
Is it nighttime?
It's later in the day, yes.
Okay, I'm going to use my kitty cat ability so I can go 80 feet and run at the. Well, then I'm gonna get surrounded because you guys are slow.
I'll shoot them. Don't worry. Wait, no, I can't shoot them if they're. If you get surrounded, I'll shoot the one furthest from.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run at this guy. I'll save you, Karsten, and I'm gonna punch him twice.
I'm glad we got security.
I'm here for you, buddy.
You heard
Get
gunshots.
those
Why is
slashers,
he just
Veda.
like, this is good.
Bonus action eagle claw.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one's boop boop boop. 16 plus. So 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
Woo. And then, so that's gonna be half damage, so I can immediately grab. He's my size, or is this a large
He
creature?
is your size, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna grapple him. Do half damage.
He's very light-skinned and like emaciated looking.
I rolled a 1, so okay, so that's
So-
4 damage. That's already halved.
Okay.
So it's and then once I like get a good grip on him, like in my claws, I'm just gonna reach out and like gut punch him again.
Okay.
Is that a 13? So yeah, so 23.
23 hits.
"13 points of damage from the gut punch, and I'm holding on to him.
Okay. Gar, it's your go.
Right. So let me see where I am. There I am. So I got 30 feet of movement before I can shoot. Is that right?
30 feet of movement, and if you don't use that, it's your action. So yes.
All right.
Like if you go over that.
Correct. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 30 right there. All right.
I thought I saw a second one here.
There it is.
There's one here, one here.
Okay. So I'm going to shoot at the second one away from Veda. And since I'm shooting before any enemies are attacking, I'm going to use precise shot. Means I got advantage on all rolls made with my little guns. So here we go.
All right, let's see what Gar can do.
Ooh!
+8, so that's 17 on the first one.
That hits. Are you shooting the one Veda's hitting?
Nope. And then 16 on the second one, the one behind.
Okay. All right, you have one more as well, just so you know.
Oh, 3 attacks.
Yeah, he's wielding two guns.
Ooh.
So it was
And an 18 plus 8, 26.
and then on top of that, if all shots are focused on the same one, you get to make a fourth as well.
We'll do it. That's 17.
All right, so all 4 of those shots hit.
Okay.
So how much damage? Because that's a D8 per hit plus 5, I believe. Yeah, D8 plus 5 per hit.
Might want to roll that on the thing. I'm just need to see if I got a D8 here.
It looks like a double-sided pyramid.
Yeah, got it. Sec. 5, 8, 9, 13 plus my bonuses. So 13 plus
20. So 33 damage.
Yep.
Nice. So Gar runs up behind you, Veda, and you just hear bang, 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 all at the same time, pretty much. And you see this one humanoid, emaciated creature that was running towards Karsten just get like littered with bullets, and he kind of glares in Gar's direction.
Oh, that was really cool. But scary.
Now it's the one who's you're holding.
Oh boy.
So you start to feel the like claws coming out of this creature. They just start extending the nails, and one like jabs into your side if a 16 hits, which I don't think it does.
No.
So it just stabs into like your body armor, and you can feel like it's kind of like stuck in there. But then, getting frustrated at this, it turns its head towards you and bites down on your neck, and that's
Ah.
a 19 to hit.
Oh wait, what's my regular AC? Because it's +2.
So it would be a hit then, because you have a 17 plus 2.
Ah, damn it. Yeah.
All right, so you take 7 points of piercing damage, and you start to feel like something weird happening on your neck, and you take 3 points of necrotic damage as you like can sense like something being drawn from you.
Fighting me. Okay.
Also, your hit point maximum is going to be reduced by 3 points.
Oh.
Permanently?
Not gonna tell you that. Kenny,
Okay, which one was I shooting at before?
the one on the far right, which you might not be able to see.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot at the one I was shooting at before.
Can you see that?
Where?
No, you cannot.
So I can't see it now?
Well, you can't see it map wise, but through your through
Okay.
your scope, you can definitely see it.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot at him, and it's 24.
24 hits.
Oh shit! I could have done combo breaker.
Oh darn!
22 damage to him.
Next time. Knew I had something.
22 damage. Nice. Can you
And-
do anything else?
And I'm going to use my automatic reflexes. And there's no stipulations on who I can shoot, so I'm going to shoot at the one Gar shot at with another shot.
Okay.
With a 25 to hit.
That hits.
With 25 damage.
Nice. That also. Yeah.
Did he
Anyway.
die?
No.
Darn it. Okay. That's all I can do.
I'm in danger.
Okay. Now it is this guy's turn, who is going to run towards Karsten, and he is going to latch onto him. So runs on all fours, hops across the desk, and Karsten's like, "Wow, somebody hasn't had their morning coffee." That's a natural 1 on the claw attack, so that misses.
Good job,
And-
Carson.
And then he gets bitten on the neck. It's like, ow, I'm not into that. Sorry, I believe this is considered sexual harassment. This one's going to run at you, Gar.
Oh damn, that's fast.
I mean, I didn't say he's going to attack. He just runs.
Mm.
Yeah, he just runs right up to you, Gar. And this one climbs up onto this concrete pillar thing and jumps over on the other side and is running towards you, Kenny. Gadget, it's your go. Finally.
Alrighty. Ooh, I have range on the one that's on Gar.
You're also driving the truck, so you could probably get quite a bit closer.
Oh, I don't want to get any closer. I just want to make sure that I can see through the window
Ah.
and shoot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shoot at that one. We're gonna push the button on the weapon.
Shiny red button.
Oh yeah. That would be a 27 to hit.
Oh, by the way, guard, did you roll with advantage on all your attacks?
Yep.
Okay. 27 to hit?
Yeah.
That misses. Well, it hits.
Well, we found the boss.
And it's gonna deal 5 plus. Damn it! I don't have my stingy. Two, 4, 6, 10. I believe that it's 13.
13 points of damage?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, I'm trying to double check. I thought that my stuff was all in here, but apparently not.
After that, can you do anything or no?
Yeah, I get another shot.
Okay.
I'll just take the second shot. That would be a 19 to hit.
That hits. How much damage we doing this time?
2. I think it's 3 plus. Oh, that's what it is. It's 3 plus 4 is plus 7. So this one's 9 damage, and the last one was 12 damage.
Okay. So I'm just going to do 8 damage, and there I took the 13 off.
Okay, that works.
Okay. Veda, it's your go. Unless, are you moving at all, or are you staying in the truck?
No, I'm staying put. Yeah.
Okay. Veda, what do you do?
Okay.
I eat my cookie.
I eat my cookies.
Oh, I get to
soon.
reroll 2s. Hold on. It does 1 more damage.
Okay.
It's been a minute since we played this one.
Yes.
Do that. Okay. Damn it, I want to help our new crazy pal, but I'm gonna gut punch this thing again twice.
What is he crazy for? Loving his job? Like, I mean, come on.
How has he survived? Unless he's in on it with the creatures. So
that are trying to kill him.
Yeah, see, wouldn't you have one of them attack you to make it seem like you're not suspicious? Not that Beta's far enough for this kind of thing.
I
Maybe
guess
it's
I
just
just
dumb
shoot
enough that
him
you would think
next.
of it. Okay, first attack, 24.
24 hits.
Second attack, dirty 20.
Also hits.
Okay, now combo chain 2. Combo chain 2. It's been a minute, hold on. Combo chain 2 is 1d8, okay. So first damage is 11 points. Second damage is 16 points. So it's just gut punch, gut punch. Stop biting me.
So 11 and 16?
Yep.
So 27 total. It doesn't dislodge, it stays attached.
Ugh. Do I wanna? Wait, how close am I to the other gross thing? I'm not
Gross
close to any
thing?
other gross thing, am I? The
Yeah,
buggy thing?
right by Karsten.
Is it like it? Oh no, that's not close enough.
Oh, not like within 5 feet, no.
Mm-hmm. No, I'll wait. I'll go up to combo chain 3 next turn. Okay. I'm going to. No, I'll stay right there. Yep.
Gar, you have one right in front of you. What are you doing?
Okay, so I have an ability called Converging Fire. So
Mhm.
I'm going to use that. So I gain +1 to all my attack rolls. So I'm
Okay.
gonna try that. See if it helps me.
And you also gain +2 to your AC against this creature as well.
Yeah. So when he attacks me, correct?
Correct.
Oh.
So 8 plus 8 is 16.
That hits. +1 is 17.
No, I already add the +1. And then 10 plus 8 is 18.
Okay.
Do I still get 3 attacks?
Yes, because that's just fun.
Oh, and then a 19. +1 is a dirty 20, plus 8 is 28.
You already have a +8 to your attack, but then the +1 adds a bonus to it as well. So no, you get a +9 when you're attacking within 5 feet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, you said 8 plus 8 is 16, so it's 17.
But no, I rolled a 9.
Okay.
So I already added the 1. Anyway, regardless, all three hit.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
And none of them were crits, so.
Yeah, that's fun. Go for it.
And we're doing the D8s. My thing says D6 plus 5.
Oh, is it D6?
Yeah.
It might be D6 then. Go for
Okay, so-
D6.
yeah.
Yes, it's a D6 plus 5.
8, 11, 11. Nice.
Plus 15.
22. No, that was adding.
Okay.
So 22 plus 11, 11, and what did I say the first one? 8. So 30.
All right. You unload into this thing's chest, and it just like creates a cavity slowly but surely, and it falls to the ground dead.
Oh, mine took 8 points of damage at the beginning of my turn because of Eagle Claw. I forgot.
Okay.
So it's an extra 8.
Okay,
It's
so my,
now. Go
so
ahead.
sorry. My turn is not done yet, correct? I can move
You
still?
can move, yes.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll try and get to there, closer to Veda, because I gotta save her life.
You gotta try.
Yeah.
I'm bit, but I'm doing okay.
No, but Gar doesn't know that.
Guard needs to save your life. Give it to him.
I'm
You'll
sorry.
save your life this battle, then be done with you.
All right. So he unlodges his claws from your body armor and just like scratches across your face, and then that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that sure does.
That's 6 points of slashing damage as he leaves a gash across the front of your face, and then bites down harder into you with a 23 to hit.
Jeez. Okay,
Uh,
but I get to hit him back after he bites me.
That's fine.
That's
8
good.
points
That's
of
gonna
piercing
leave a mark.
damage, and 6 points of necrotic damage, which also lowers your maximum hit point by another 6.
Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe I do need a little help.
Hey,
Maybe
you
a
told
little.
us we
But
can't
then
shoot.
I get to punch him.
You told me I can't shoot near you, so.
Guard doesn't care though.
18?
18 hits.
Ooh. And did we agree that this increases combo chain or no? I'm still at combo chain 2?
I think after the turn, it increases to combo chain.
Oh, okay.
So this would be, yes, it would be combo chain 3.
Wait, this is 3?
Yes.
Did
Okay.
2 last
Oh,
time.
you're right. You're right.
Because, like, you
I
finished
did
your
2
turn.
last time.
Yeah.
You're right. So that's a D10. I want to make sure.
Yes, it is.
Woo! My D10. Go D10, go. Ooh. 16.
16. That hits. A lot of damage.
16 points of damage. Did I just try to like punch him in the neck to try to like get him to stop biting me?
Okay.
Blah.
Okay. That works. He does dislodge, but he's got your blood dripping from his teeth. Kenny.
Which is the one that I was shooting at, the one running at me?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot at him.
Actually, no, the one you shot, the one you were shooting at is the one that Gar killed.
No, the other one, the one that I was shooting at the first time. Because the one
Yeah,
I
the
was
one you
shooting
were
at...
shooting at the first time was the one that Gar killed.
You said he was over here last time.
Yeah, and then he.
The one that came
Yeah,
from Gar
Oh,
was up here.
the one that. Yeah, you're right. The one that is attached to Karsten right now is the one that you shot.
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot at him.
Save Carson. This poor boy.
It's Karsten, not
19
Carson.
hit.
Fun. Laviosa.
19 hits.
Laviosa.
19 does hit.
Another 25 damage.
Nice.
Is he down?
No.
Of course not. And I'm gonna use the same skill as last time because I get 2 of them now to shoot the guy running at me.
Mm.
And that's a natural 20.
Nice.
$39 damage.
39.
Ooh.
Yes.
And that was the other one that was running at you. You shot.
Yeah, starting at this guy. I gotta change targets, and I can't shoot the one by Veda.
That is a lot of damage. It's this guy's turn
Oh.
again.
I am also
No.
down to 2 marksman points.
And he
Carson,
is going
run.
to bite harder. And that's a miss. Karsten pushes them off and is like, we got to stop this. I think I have to report you to HR. He rolled an 8 to hit. So
Why don't they roll that for me? Good job,
because Karsten is lucky.
We have to save Karsten.
We do.
This thing runs right at the truck and like jumps in through the open window you have and is about to start attacking you.
Oh. No, not the seats.
Gadget,
Gadget.
kill him.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh no, you don't have the fabric protection.
I'll have to fix it. That would be a 22 for 12 points of damage.
That hits.
And a nat 1.
That misses.
That hits.
That's a critical success.
It's a
If
trick
only,
behind these
hey?
guys.
Okay, so that ends your turn then, Gadget?
No, I still have movement.
Oh, right.
Kenny's still in his seatbelt, right?
No, I would not say he is because he's been having to aim a sniper.
Yeah, I would say I would have taken it off.
No.
But
Well,
hey,
damn.
I can hold on.
Yeah, his wings have those prehensile claws on top, like a bat, and he just grabs.
Remember the time
No,
were
they
you
do
there
not.
the time the truck got airborne and I was on the roof? I can hold on.
No, but he probably heard it.
Oh.
Hear that, everybody? If you listen to our show enough, you might end up on it.
Hell
Well,
Just do it. What's the worst that will happen?
all right. I'm gonna gun it back. Forward and then slam on the brakes.
Kenny's gonna go through the windshield.
yeah.
Oh, it's a bulletproof windshield.
Dead
I'll
on
just
impact.
smack hard into it.
He's in the back. He's not in the front.
No, he was in the front with you because it was Gar and Veda in the back.
No, Veda
I
called
thought it was-
That
shotgun.
was shotgun.
Yeah, no, Veda was in the front with
It
me.
was me and
He was
Gar
in
in
the
the
Okay.
back.
back.
Sorry, yeah, I must have got confused because Veda tried to catch Gar, and I don't think that would have happened if you were in the front.
He was
Gar
leaning
hopped
over
in.
me to look at my
He
hand.
climbed in the
Oh,
front seat.
right. I need
It
to pay
makes
more
sense.
attention.
We
Physics
think
work.
things through.
Okay, that's fine then. Okay, so I messed up the positioning of you guys when I started the game, but yeah, that's okay. So you're just gonna gun it then, and then slam.
Their positions are swapped.
Yes.
Yeah. I will, fuck, I don't want to mess up the glass.
It's bulletproof. It'll be fine.
He's after me or Kenny.
Kenny.
I'm gonna get out of the car. Turn off the engine and get out. So I'll do like half movement. That is not movement.
The windows start rolling up.
No, I down for him. I just power off the car. That way.
I know. I'm saying you turn off the car and the windows just automatically start rolling up.
Oh.
Well, I might get
And
one
that's
more
not
shot.
what actually happens, I don't think, but I'm just saying.
No, I don't think so. So I'm gonna move over here, out of the car.
My priority is still the crazy civilian.
Okay, Veda, it's your turn. I will be right back. Just remember your rolls.
Oh, well, theoretically does 8 points of damage. And I guess I punch him twice. Kapow, kapow. In the
And
neck,
they-
Think about
instantly
Veda.
snapping it with the
And they
power of my
both
hand.
crit.
I haven't been doing the extra slashing damage.
Oh no.
I do 1d4 of slashing damage
Okay,
with
just
my new knuckle.
Add all
Add
of
it.
your 1d4s and just add them to this next attack and don't tell
What's
him
that,
what
5?
it is. So it's just like
No one will ever know. He never rewatches these. Edit that out before you post it on YouTube.
oh
okay?
totally.
No, I'll ask him when he comes back. Okay, first punch a punch.
Yeah, I rolled for you. Just add
Ooh.
wait. Just add 13 damage.
So that's a 20. Yeah, that was a good hit. That was a good hit. That was upwards
Oh.
of the 20. So first hit hits,
So
and that was like dirty 20. So I
I
hit
won't
both
edit out
counts.
this conversation. I will bleep it out.
Yes. Okay, my damage on the D10. Oh damn, that's a 2 plus.
Luna ripped off one of the claws on this toy.
Okay, what were the rolls?
Okay, so I did forget this whole fight that I have that 1d4 slashing on my knuckles.
So you can either add 5d4 to this turn.
I'll let you add 2. I'm not gonna do the whole 5.
Wait, 2 plus the 2 that I'm already doing?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Okay, so 8 points of damage at the beginning of the turn because of Eagle Claw. Both my attacks hit. The first one is 10 points of damage plus the d4 is 13. Plus one more d4 is 14. And the second hit is...
Okay, so sorry. You said 13 plus one more d4, so you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
25% chance.
No, I'm not asking that. It's just I was like, you rolled another d4 and somehow it was 14, and because I'd already subtracted the 13. So
Okay. So then the second hit is 14 plus... So then 17, 8, 9, 20 points total of damage for the second punch. Just
Okay.
right in the neck.
so this thing's on the ground at this point, and you're just like turning its face into hamburger because it's been dead for about 10 hit points,
Oh, damn.
and you kept on punching it.
This is for Karsten. He works a day job. How dare you? And then, as he says, like, oh, okay. Do you guys need help over there? I'm gonna help Karsten.
Okay. We got one in the car.
Oh, not the car. Human life is more important. Human life is more important.
Okay, Gar.
No way, sorry, I was gonna run up to this one.
Okay.
I can,
Oh, but then I
I
can't
can
shoot
take,
him.
uh,
Come on, Veda.
I can take care of Karsten. Don't you worry.
You're gonna kill
Yay.
Karsten?
No.
Didn't sound very confident.
So again, I'm within 5 feet, so I'm gonna do hopefully a little number here. Ooh, that's 21 plus 1, 22. 22 plus 23. Oh, that's not going to hit. 4, 12, 13. 2 hits.
13 to hit?
2 hits, 1 fail, I think. Yep. Unless 13's a hit.
No, 13 is not a hit.
Okay. So damage, 3 plus 5 is 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. 16 damage.
Nice. Kenny, it's your go.
Okay,
This thing is right up in your face.
I'm still tempted to
Flip
shoot
that
at the
truck.
other one.
Flip that truck, man, with your magic glove.
You know
Yeah,
what?
let's break this one too.
Hey, there's a window open. I'm gonna try to punch the creature out the window.
Dude, you fuck up this car, I will
He
kill you.
jumps in. I'm just like, nope. Let's see if it works.
You're using the glove.
Yes, I am. There's
In
a
the-
window open. I'm shooting him out the window.
The
Works
repulsion
well.
is happening in the vehicle, correct?
To shoot him out of the open window. There can't be the
And the repulsion is happening in the vehicle, correct?
Kenny is not smart. He's like, the window's
I'm
open
not
this
asking,
time.
I'm not
good."
asking Kenny. I'm asking the player. You
Yes.
are punching a thing in the vehicle with the repulsion glove.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Go Kenny.
We'll just go back to the wizards. We'll get another one.
So let me roll a save. It's a dex save, right?
Yep.
All right. So that's a 25.
He succeeds.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Okay. So nothing happens. You punch him. And once again, Gadget, you see a blue light come from inside the vehicle and just kind of like burst out. And you see all the windows that were rolled up have a bunch of spidering in them now. And the car kind of puffs out a little bit. And let me do a check for the vehicle here.
Yeah, I haven't rolled dex.
No, it's not rolling dex.
Oh, damn.
I want to know how much it weighs.
I can
like
honestly
a lot.
say, Kenny's logic was, window's open. It won't happen this time. And yeah, he now won't do it a third time.
I love it. I love it.
It weighs 7,100 pounds.
Damn.
So you
Chunky.
see it pop off the ground, not as much as the other one, but it pops off the ground about a foot and comes back down. And yes, all of the windows are shattered in a spidering manner.
Not
And there
shattered,
is a-
cracked.
Yeah. Well, like a spider crack going through all of them. And then yeah, the it kind of looks like it's been pushed, the top and bottom.
And the vampire? What happened to the vampire?
It's still there.
There's gotta be
It's
some
saved.
like concussion damage for me and him.
You want me to?
Yeah,
You
I'll
want,
go with
you
yes.
you want another concussion to Kenny?
Your
Well,
brain
if
can only
there's-
take so much.
Like logically speaking, if there's a force inside that's enough to crack bulletproof windows, the two creatures inside would have felt it too.
Okay. You now both have concussions.
Oh, the three creatures, the creepy things in there too.
Yeah, me and the creepy thing.
Yeah, Gadget's not in there. He got out.
Oh, good call. That was smart.
And the creepy thing is technically already dead, so I don't think he should be affected by it at all.
I was
You
thinking
killed
like
it?
bludgeoning damage when I was saying that from the force.
This thing, now that you and Gar are there and it just missed itself on Karsten, it is going to try and attack Gar. Gar, that is a 10 to hit.
Get off me, you creepy piece of garbage.
With its bite, and a 20 to hit with its claw.
Oh,
So
that didn't feel good.
with your ability, you can actually shoot it. The equilibrium.
Absolutely. I'll use a catapult. Here we go. I'm gonna shoot it back. Oh yeah, that's an 18. I don't
18.
know. Do I get the extra? No, 18 with I got the 10 I rolled. Add the 8. Do I get the extra point because I'm within 5 feet on this one or no?
Because it went what? Sorry.
Do I get the extra 1? Not that I probably need it, but would I get the extra 1 because I'm within 5 feet?
Oh yeah, you would. That's just a constant thing.
Okay, that's what I thought. So 19.
Okay. That hits. So how much damage?
Oh, 6.
Oh, and also at the moment you have a 19 AC versus this thing.
Right.
This thing's turn, and it is going to scratch and bite you, Kenny.
It's gonna try.
That is a natural 20 on the claw and a 21 on the bite.
Well, he sure succeeds.
Okay. So natural 20 on the claw. He takes his claw, the fingernails extend as they did before, and just scratch across your chest, and that is 12 points of slashing damage. And then as it does that, it lunges itself forward as it latches into your armor and pulls itself towards your neck and bites down. And that is 8 points of piercing damage and 3 points of necrotic damage. And that is, you take 3 off your max hit points. Also, I forgot to mention the damage that it did to Gar. It did 8 points of slashing damage with the claw.
All right, got it.
That's its turn. Gadget, what are you doing? Other than killing Kenny. Can't hear you.
I'm gonna shoot Kenny twice in the head. No, I'm gonna shoot the... There's which ones are left? The one up there by them. Kenny can deal with his mess.
If you're leaving me, there's gonna be a dead Kenny in a damaged truck.
And that should give me range on this other one.
You didn't buy a sword?
No.
I thought you
I
did. Or a knife or something.
I was going to ask for a sword or a sniper, and you gave me the sniper.
Oh.
So
That would be...
I have my I don't remember what it's called. The knife on my sniper.
14?
Yeah.
That's a miss.
I still want a sword.
And that's a
What's
hit. That's a 20 plus.
Yes, that definitely hits.
And that's going to be a reroll on damage. That didn't work. That's going to be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
To the one that Gar and Vader are fighting.
Yeah, I figured you walking away from Kenny meant you weren't fighting that one.
Just gonna push over
Kenny, no.
You're gonna push the remote and the windows are gonna roll up and I'll be trapped in here with
Dead.
Veda, it's your go.
Next time Kenny tries to get in the car, I'm electrocuting his ass.
Oh no, Kenny.
I just need to be in before you.
Okay, I'm gonna do the 2 punch, but first punch is half damage so I can grapple it. If I hit. Natural 19. So I
Nice.
get him. And then the second punch I'm actually gonna start focusing the punches in the face because it keeps biting me.
Well, it's not biting you. It's biting Gar.
Well, the other one bit me and it looks the same, so I'm
Yeah,
just being
that's fair.
prejudiced.
Didn't bite me. It scratched me.
It tried biting you.
23 for the second one. So, and I'm on combo chain 3.
D10.
D10, baby. $14 plus 3.
So 17.
But halved.
So, okay.
So yeah, that's a 7. Okay, then second hit, full hit. Okay. 14 plus 4, so 18 points of damage for the second hit to the face. How injured does this thing look to me as I
It
grab
looks completely dead because that's now at negative 18 hit points.
Is drop it. God, every time. Every time.
I always want to do the cool things and they always die.
And they always die. Okay, so then I'm gonna turn around for my movement and do my kitty cat move and get 80 feet closer to Kenny. He's way further than that though, isn't he?
No, I don't think so.
Here's the thing.
He is 75 feet ish.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna run over to Kenny with my kitty cat thing. Pew.
Meow.
Kenny, I'm coming to save you.
Meow.
You're welcome, Karsten.
Thanks. Glad we got our security team reinstated.
Do you have to?
You have to save Kenny.
And
Is that what you're
now-
saying?
Veda and Kenny are friends now.
We are friends now. No, I can't use combo chain against a new enemy, can I? I don't think I can. Because it's...
Doesn't it just happen? Also, can you do this? Because you just punched somebody and then ran over here and you're going to attack again? Is that something
Yeah,
you
no,
can do?
I can't do the... I don't think I can do combo chain against a new person. It has to include the last one. Okay, so then I'm there and I'm ready to just punch the shit out of this thing.
Okay. Gar, what are you doing?
All right, I'm moving to here to get closer. That's 30 feet right there. And then let's see what do I have like a line of sight on this thing, or is everybody going to be in the way of it? Because I don't want to shoot any of my people.
You have line of sight.
All right, Veda's not going to like this, but this thing needs to die.
Don't shoot at my head, fam.
So that's a 17.
17 hits.
Oh, and that's a 10. No, 11.
That does not hit.
All right.
You have
So-
3 shots, though.
Oh, right. Oh, and that's another 17.
Okay.
So that's 7 damage and 8 damage, 15 damage.
I assume the miss.
And also it says if all ranged attacks you make with an attack action are directed at the same target, it doesn't say that you have to hit with all of them, so you do get a 4th attack as well.
Sweet. Oh, that's a 23.
Okay, so you have 3 that hit.
Oh, and that's 9 more damage. So 24 damage total.
Ooh.
So Veda, right beside you, you hear these bullets whizzing by. They all plant into the backside of this vampire, though, because the front side is inside the car.
Eat
It's
that, you
definitely, like,
undead
flinches
bag of
at it,
bones.
but- Oh, okay, it's fine.
Kenny,
Does
are
a
you not muted? Okay.
Sorry about that, Veda.
17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
That will be 10 damage. I stab it with my little knife.
Nice.
Oh, yay, how cute.
It's its turn again.
Yay.
And it's gonna try and attack you again. That is a 25 on its bite and a 23 on its claws.
Why is it hitting me so hard?
Well, it didn't crit this time. So 6 points of slashing damage as it scratches across your face, and then it bites again here. 5 points of piercing damage. Oof, 9 points of necrotic damage, and that
Oh,
also affects
Lord.
your max hit points.
Well, that's going to leave a mark.
So then this isn't negative 12, and that is down to 50. I can survive one
Gadget.
more round. Things are fine.
Gadget.
Got you, fam.
here. That
Oh,
should
okay.
give me line of sight to it, not the car. And I'm gonna shoot it.
Oh,
Again.
so you helped me this time.
There's nothing else left to shoot. I'll miss.
I fired and I missed.
Oh, so you're not actually helping me. You're just pretending to help.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. In a 17,
17 does hit.
15 points of damage.
All right. Oh, too bad.
One
Is
left.
there another hit there or no?
No.
Oh yeah, you missed the first one.
Yeah.
All right, Veda, let's do what
Punch.
you've been doing. Let's just
Combo chain
Destroy
3. Combo chain 3. Okay, so it's half damage first hits because I'm gonna try to grab it and yank it out of the car away from Kenny. 24.
so 12. Oh, that's just a hit.
No, yeah, that's just to punch it. And then the second is 22. So I like grab onto its like head and I yank it back away from Kenny and I get it in the grapple hold.
Kenny, you
So
feel like a chunk of skin get pulled off of your neck.
Alright, man. This is for the best.
Do I get a
And-
opportunity attack?
No, because it's not moving out of your threatened area.
Not on its own.
13. 17 again, so halved to 7.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's halved to 8. Uh-huh. And then the second punch. Is 15 points of damage.
Is she once again punching a corpse?
Yes,
It's
she
no-
is. It's This one's negative 21, so this one was the most damage.
I just pulled it out, yanked it on the ground, just like, Dad, fighting, beat. Oh, it's dead. It's dead, everybody.
You know, this battle just makes Veda seem like she has anger issues.
I kill each one, just pummeling it to death. I just covered in goo and bug guts.
See, Kenny, this is what happens when you blow up the vehicle.
The window was open this time.
And you
I was really
thought-
gonna do that move. The move I've been practicing for like weeks now.
Well, when the
gonna
window
do
was
it.
closed,
You
the
look
pressure
so
made the
good
truck
doing
go
that move,
like
Veda.
I
boom.
was so great
With
at
the
it.
window open, I thought the pressure would go boom and the guy would just go flying.
Maybe you shouldn't have that glove anymore.
No, my glove.
Yeah.
I promise I won't use it in the truck again.
Okay. So you guys all get back into the vehicle. Carson's like, "Thank you guys. You're a great team. I'm glad we hired you on board."
Yeah, does this happen often, Karsten? Are you gonna be okay?
Oh yeah, just another Monday, you know?
Is it
Yeah.
Monday?
No.
You should really report this to HR.
Oh, don't worry, I will. When somebody comes in and starts biting your neck and you say no, they should know that no means no.
You want to ride to a doctor's office or something to get checked out? Cause that thing, I think it had that guy had a saliva disease or something. Cause it felt weird to me.
Oh, sure. If you're going to a doctor, I would love a ride.
We got a gadget. We gotta take him. He's gonna get eaten. Gadget.
Is there a doctor in? Yeah, there is a doctor in Fool's Hope.
Yeah, it's a bet.
That's whatever.
Yeah, hop on
You-
in, Karsten.
Can
Oh,
you use
thank you.
that spell amending again on the vehicle?
Oh, me? Yeah.
Can you please fix the front windshield?
I'm going to attempt
So
to
we can
cast
drive?
mending.
All right. It takes you about, let's say about half an hour, because you have to do small pieces.
Yeah.
But slowly but surely, you start piecing the windshield back together.
Be back.
You guys all get into the vehicle and start heading your way to Fool's Hope. Who is taking the lead for like looking around for things?
I will.
I'm
Okay.
kind of
I'm
hurt. I'm
good
gonna
at
place
that.
you on the seat.
Oh, I'm very hurt.
Yeah.
And I'll do so from driving. I assume we're leaving, right?
All right. So, yes, that's what I was assuming as you were leaving. Gadget and Kenny, make me perception checks, please.
Well, I'm glad I
As
get an advantage.
you're approaching Fool's Hope.
Because, as I said I would do, that was a natural 1, but I have advantage, so 23.
23.
That's a 23.
Nice. So both of you see the exact same thing. You see smoke rising from Fool's Hope. And
God
as
damn
you
it.
see this, you also see these reddish humanoid looking creatures running around the area. Some of them have like one eye, some of them will have eyes on like the side of their head, arms coming out of different areas, and things like that. As you see this, you see like them kind of just swarming the area, and just, you know, in general, you get the idea that this is their town now.
I say to the, Gadget and Beta, should I take one of my potions now? This looks serious.
We should kill
Well,
them.
after seeing this, you see all these creatures running around. You see the walls of Fool's Hope have been like kind of damaged and destroyed and knocked down. And you see these creatures and you see the smoke rising. And that's where we're going to call it tonight.
Whoa!
Okay.
Those bastards, it's because I told them where to go. See?
How dare you be friendly?
It was a deal.
All we do is kill people in this party.
Well,
I'm about to kill
anyway,
those.
so we want to thank the people who did watch for watching. If you're going to watch later on YouTube, which I don't know when it's going to be up because I have very little time to make sure that these things happen now.
Hopefully
But-
on Tuesday.
There you go. But anyway, we might do another one of my games in June, and then sometime in July is when my schedule all changes around. So we'll see about rearranging things again for games.
Yay!
But
We should
I
have,
hope. Go ahead.
I'll say we should have Cthulhu on Friday.
There you go.
Yes, we
The
should.
normal schedule, though.
So I apologize for the lack of videos and stuff. Like, it took forever to get videos up, but we're trying to get back on a schedule that you guys can pay attention to. And yeah. Anyway, we will see you all next time. These guys will see you at least. And I hope you enjoyed this shorter game, unfortunately, but we all have jobs to work tomorrow. So,
Not me.
Hmm.
not you.
Not
Congratulations.
America.
Congratulations. I'm glad for you.
Canadians.
Thanks.
But there's more Canadians here than Americans, so we win.
Haha. So yeah.
That's-
Anyway, everyone have a good night. We'll see you all next time.
Bye, everybody.
Love
Love
you.
you.